Hey, Links time. We have reached the end of our goal setting period. And so, what we're going to do today is we are going to do a little bit of reflection and a little bit of just recalibration to take a look at what we need to do moving forward. So, what I want you to do is I want you to open your mind and movement tracker. And so, it should look something like this, except for that you probably have some data in there. So, yours probably looks a little bit more similar to this one over here. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to click this plus sign down at the bottom, which is to add a new sheet. And you can click on that sheet and drag it over to the end, and you're going to rename this. And so you're going to say this is going to be goal setting tracking 1. If this is the second one, then you would write goal setting tracking 2, 3, 4, so on. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to create a space in order for you to write your reflection. In order to do that, you're going to go ahead and click on this first cell up here. And I want you to go over 3 cells, and you're going to click up here where it says merge cell. And so you're going to title this goal setting reflection. Then underneath there, you're going to click in that cell and you're going to drag it down to probably about the row 14, and then you're going to hit that merge cells spot again. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your overview sheet. You're going to click on your Windows button. You're going to type snip to get to your snipping tool. You're going to click new, and then you are going to take a snip of your goals. And then you are going to go to File, Save As. If it were me, I would just save it on your desktop, and I'm just going to call it Goal Setting 1. Save it. You're going to go to your Goal Setting and Tracking sheet. You're going to go to Insert, Image, choose an image to upload, go back to your desktop. You're looking for your goal setting image. So that should put your image inside your spreadsheet. So what you're going to do now is then you're going to take a look at these goals that you set and what your scores were, and you can take a look at your goal progress. And so over here in your goal setting reflection, what I want you to do is I want you to write 3 to 4 sentences for your overall, 3 to 4 sentences for your mind days, and 3 to 4 sentences for your movement days. As you're going through and doing that, what I really want you to reflect on is, number one, are you meeting your goals? And if so, what are your new goals going to be in order to make sure that you are continuing to improve? Number two, I want you to take a look at your goal progress. So your goal progress, remember, are these spark lines down at the bottom. And if yours are trending upwards, that's a really good thing. If they are pretty much staying at the same spot, then you may want to think about what you can do to continue to increase those. And if they're going down, you may want to reflect on what does that mean for you. So again, are there days where you're trying harder than others? Are there days where something else is going on? I just really want you to spend some time thinking about that. As you're doing that, you can double click in here. So this is my reflection for the overall. And when I'm done, I can hit Shift, false. I can hit Control Enter, and that'll let me go down. And so now this is my reflection for mind days. Control Enter, and then this is my reflection for movement days. When you are finished and you have written your reflection for each one of these things, what I would like for you to do is go back to your overview and where it says my goal. And please remember this line right here, this is the only line that you will ever edit for this. I want you to go through and I want you to set new goals for each area. What's going to happen is when everybody's finished with this today, I'm actually going to be clearing out all of the data. And so we're going to be starting fresh with new data. So please go ahead and do that now. As soon as your goal tracking reflection over here is finished. Go here, set new goals for your overall, for your mind days, for your movement days, and for each of those areas. The other thing that I wanted to point out, just as a reminder for you, is remember for your focused minutes on mindfulness, your top number of minutes can only be 23 right now because that's how long Link's time is. Same thing for your time in your target heart rate zone. The other thing I can tell you is that if you've been reporting higher than 20 minutes in that target heart rate zone, there's no way that that can be realistic right now because it takes us a little while to get things set up. The other thing I wanted to point out to you was that for your resting heart rate, really somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 is probably as low as it's going to be, and it really shouldn't be any higher than around 100 to 110. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind. If you're reporting ones that are lower than that or higher than that, we need to make sure that we're being a little bit more accurate with that. Same thing with your peak heart rate. So your peak heart rate, there is no way that it's ever going to be above around 220 to 230 or 40. So there's no way to get a peak heart rate of 300 or anything like that. So for most of you, your target heart rate is around 145 beats per minute every day. If you're getting to the 160, 175, 180, even 190, then that is awesome. When you are finished, please raise your hand and there will be a teacher that comes to take a look at your tracker and to conference with you about what you're doing. Starting tomorrow, we'll be back and we will be taking data for the new goal setting areas. Thanks. Bye.